This is one of those words of the day that feels a little bit like a cruel joke. So today's Italian word of the day for today, Friday, 17 April 2026, is jolly, which it has a double L, so it's like a jolly, which translates to English as joker. And the joker's, it can be a card, like a playing card in a deck of cards, and it's something that's a little bit different and can be is characterized differently in different cultures and tends to kind of have a baseline characterization of a trickster in terms of like whether it's like a practical joke or actually something quite cunning. It can vary quite dramatically culture to culture. And so I was like, how about I apply this to myself in like a non-diabolical sense? I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle. So this is my, am I a joker for this? Okay. I chose a CEO, a Chief Executive Officer, so that I could enjoy my computer over getting a prenup. Is that right? Did I confuse that? I really just wanted a computer that worked and figured a man at the top would help make that smooth. I am such a gold digger. I now have a MacBook Neo I bought myself, and it is working smooth. It is missing one thing, my man in person. But that is my deficiency, not the computer. Where was I going with this? Am I a joker? I prefer a man who gets to exercise full control over me, his wife. A prenup might signal a lack of trust in each other, so no prenup. That way he can be a control freak in relation to me full force. This is where English joker might meet English jolly. Not all men do well with compulsory control. Do I like let my man have control over me to see how he does? Wink, wink. I can't. I really struggle at winking. It's not something I can really do. It was like some people would be like, this is one where I'm not a control freak, and that's really I was in a #1 geophysics program like in the world, kind of, or #2 in the world, #1 in the USA, that kind of thing, a PhD program, and so there's like that's one where like people go are like, are you kidding? Like, are you joking that you're not a control freak? And there's a little bit of like, this is one that I suppose has been invoked for me because some of my stances are just really like, it's just not my cup of tea is how I phrase things sometimes. Is like, for real, it's just like, it's not my taste. It doesn't really appeal to me. It's not my cup of tea. So like, that's one that I'm like, give it to my men. It turns out that like, not all men do well with compulsory control. So it kind of helps me like, be like, okay, like an assessment thing. So I was like, yeah, so there's been, are you joking or are you kidding in terms of like my own preferences kind of throughout my life, which sometimes that might be invoked, sometimes it might be like, you're weird good, that kind of stuff. But like, that's like the nice way. Another way of phrasing that is like, could be, am I a joker? And English has joker in Italian as jolly, which is spelled like jolly in English.